How's it going? How's it going, everyone? All right. So, excuse me. I just got done eating, so I'm a little groggy. Tonight's going to be a little different, this live stream. Regrettably, this one's not going to be quite as entertaining to watch. We will not be using a webcam tonight. Basically, my phone is mostly dead. And because I only use I use the MagSafe charger, wireless charging. I can't charge it while live streaming. I don't actually have a cord anymore because I'm supposed to be upgrading my phone here in the next 3 months. So when I broke my old lightning cable a few months ago, I never bought a new one because new iPhones have Type-C chargers. So there will be no webcam on tonight. Donovan and the Monkey, how's it going, buddy? How's it going? How are you doing? But this is also going to be a little different because we will not be talking about Godzilla tonight. We are going to be talking about Dragon Ball Z, very specifically because it fits with tomorrow. We're going to be talking about Dokkan Battle, Dragon Ball Z Movie 8, Movie 10, and Movie 11 Broly. And I'm just going to be going over some of the things that I want to happen in Dokkan because I would like to kind of push Dokkan content a little bit more. It is something that I eventually want to put on the channel every now and then, or maybe just live stream later down the line once I figure out a way to be able to stream it, which I basically need a laptop or a computer to do. The iPad cannot sustain wireless streaming. I think there's a way to stream off of my phone using YouTube, but I don't know if I can use an app for it or use an app while streaming. So at some point, I'm going to figure out a way, and we're going to stream some Dokkan Battle at some point. It's not going to become a like it's not going to get like videos. Like I'm not going to become a Dokkan YouTuber or anything like that. But I would like to, when big celebrations like worldwide download or anniversary or things like that happen in the game, I would like to stream it. Stream summons. You guys can either see my excitement or you can see my despair, as long as banners don't drop while I'm at work, and sometimes they do drop Thursday nights. So speaking of, so I guess we'll just start with Dragon Ball Z. We're not going to talk about, I'll save Dokkan for a little bit later. The stream is also going to be a little bit shorter this time just because I don't really I know this isn't like the mainstay of the channel. This is kind of like an extra thing. One, it's Dragon Ball Z, which is a very popular IP, but not everyone here on the channel is about Dragon Ball, and then even less people are about Dokkan Battle. So the stream might be an hour, hour and a half. We have literally 12, or no, not 12 hours. Actually, yes, no, 14 hours. Is it 14 hours? Let me see here. I got the Truth just posted what he thinks part 2 is going to be. Interesting. Let's see. How many hours? We have 13 hours, excuse me. 13 hours and 57 minutes until the Dokkan stream. The reveal stream where we actually learn what the units do. We see their animations in full. We get a full breakdown of the celebration. So that happens at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. So use your currency conversions to figure that out. If you guys are interested, anyone here, if you guys are interested in doing I don't want to call it a watch along, but getting my reactions to where I would have the stream playing on my TV. You guys wouldn't be able to see the TV because technically it is copyrighted. And sometimes they play copyrighted music as well. And it would be more just watching my reaction, what's going on the screen. So you guys would also have to be watching. If you guys would be interested in that, please let me know during the live stream. Like I said, it would be fun. Dragon Ball Z, Broly very specifically, but Super Broly's included, is my favorite Dragon Ball character. If you want to call Z Broly a character, I guess he's more of just he's just a boss, and that's about it. Like, there's not a lot of personality after most of the first movie's done. But I love Dragon Ball, for one. Dragon Ball, I can't fully recollect if I found Dragon Ball before Godzilla. It was very close. In fact, I want to say I found Dragon Ball before Godzilla. I I almost want to say I found Dragon Ball before Godzilla, not very far ahead, like within months of each other. But definitely similar time, same year, I would assume. Um, Found Dragon Ball just flipping through channels and landing on it on Cartoon Network one night, you know. Um, and it was Goku on King Kai's planet during the Saiyan saga. It was the very end of his arrival there, and I remember being so confused, but there was something about Goku, his orange gi, his personality, something like that. I don't know what it triggered. And then eventually I'd find Dragon Ball. Here I am, Shark to Post Vaughn Jr. Thanks for joining. Hey, buddy, how's it going? Um, I don't know what it was, but it was Goku. It starts with Goku. Dragon Ball for me, as much as Goku's not my one and all favorite character, it does start with Goku. Goku was what got me interested as a kid, and then I remember seeing more of it. Um, some of the DVD, I had the Ocean dub of the Raccoon battle with Vegeta and Goku. Um, and then I had the Majin Vegeta. I had the two VHSs of the Majin Vegeta episodes. Pretty much when he transforms right after Gohan versus Deborah, all the way up into right when Boo gets awakened, basically. And those were the episodes I had. And then I had a bunch of GT DVDs. I had from when Baby arrives all the way up to right when Goku transforms into Super Saiyan 4. And then I had the end battle, basically the Omega Shenron fight with Gogeta. And that's what I had growing up. And then the main thing, when I'm trying to circle to, is the movies. I had more of the movies than I had anything else. I had Coolers. I had both Coolers movies. I rented History of Trunks, Lord Slug, and not Dead Zone. I think actually maybe that was it. Dragon Ball 8 years ago. Oh my goodness, you started with Kai. You're lucky. You are lucky, personally, in my opinion. Um, Personally, I would say you're lucky. I love Dragon Ball. I love Dragon Ball. Maybe I have said it on stream before, but I refuse to go back and watch original Dragon Ball Z, the original cut, like actual Dragon Ball Z. I will only watch Kai if I watch Dragon Ball Z. I haven't seen 100% all of Dragon Ball. I have seen all of GT and I've seen basically all of Super. I did skip some of the in between the Zamasu and Tournament of Power. I've skipped some of those training filler arcs and I still have never gone back to watch them. The Dragon Ball story gets retold so much through games. Honestly, the only thing I ever go and watch for Dragon Ball is the movies. And now that Crunchyroll has basically everything besides Battle of Gods, I own all of them, so it doesn't really matter. So it's nice. But Mom had me watch all of Original Z with her. I always watch Kai. Yeah, I personally prefer Kai. I think the dub and the redone voice acting in both Japanese audio and especially in English, I think is way better, and it looks nicer. That's the other thing. It looks way better. And I'm used to the orange bricks. If you guys are a little bit older like me, not too old, but Dragon Ball in the early 2010s, the orange bricks were coming out, and those are notoriously bad quality. The picture's all messed up, fuzzy, lines literally get blurred like someone just erased them. And that's what I grew up with, and I appreciate that I did have all of those. But now as an adult, someone who hungers for quality, like I do as a quality fiend, I would rather watch Kai, which is sad because Crunchyroll doesn't have Kai. I have to keep a Hulu subscription to be able to watch Kai because I don't own physical copies of Kai. I own all the new movies, Battle Gods through Superhero. I still need to buy that 4K Steelbook version of Superhero. I saw they dropped that a few months ago. I gotta pick that up. Um, and I do own, the main discussion of tonight, Broly. I own the original three movies in the original triple Broly. What did they call it? The triple Broly threat set that has the original Funimation soundtrack. So basically all the licensed music, because the first movie and the second movie was just filled with metal bands. We're talking about Pantera, Ion, uh, Saliva, I believe. Just heavy, heavy, heavy shit. Excuse my French, but I'm talking about metal here, so I lose my filter. um, and those I have to dig those out of storage because I did. I mentioned it the other day. I did recently watch uh, Broly Movie 1 and Broly Movie 2 on Crunchyroll, um, which is fine. I don't mind the sub. I wish the quality that Crunchyroll has, the quality version of the movies were better because the audio is terrible, and the compression on the video is terrible as well. So I wish they had better versions of the movies on Crunchyroll. But that's a Crunchyroll thing because I've seen near 4K copies of the movies, clips of it posted on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram, all that stuff. So, they're out there. It's just they don't do it. And I can't remember the Blu-ray releases of the movies that came out in the early 2000s. Like the first Blu-ray releases have the original Funimation soundtracks. I don't believe so. I think most of them have the GT cuts, or they just have the Japanese audio put in, um, which is fine. I don't mind because I saw when Broly Movie 8 went into theaters a few years ago, they um, that movie was played. I believe it was the English dub for sure. But I can't remember if it had the original Japanese soundtrack or if it had the basic GT soundtrack is what they ended up replacing the licensed music soundtrack with when they lost the rights to reproduce those back in the late thousands. I believe it was just the GT soundtrack, which was already sprinkled across most of the movies anyways. It's just then it took the full. I can't remember for sure. I know it didn't have like Pantera in it, which was fine. But that kind of leads everything to what I've been at. I'm always playing Dokkan. I love Dokkan Battle. I've been playing it 9.5 years. It just went through its ninth anniversary. I've been playing it since um, I've been legitimately playing it since New Year's or December of the half year anniversary. I played right after Super Saiyan 3 Goku came out. It was, I believe, is the Bojack celebration or the one before that. But I did, growing up, my family wasn't, or my mom and I weren't very financially well, so we didn't have the best internet. So I remember I did try downloading it basically when it came out, but my game could never update because it was too much for our internet, so I could never update it. I never really fully got the app ever on my iPod at the time. So um, I did have it downloaded basically when it came out, but basically didn't get to pay until we got a little bit better internet that Christmas. It was basically like a Christmas gift, like, hey, we're doing a little bit better again. Uh, Here's better internet. We cut cable and stuff like that. Wow, you're an OG. Yeah, Blue Fusion's for fifth anniversary. What a celebration to join, though. What a celebration. Honestly, what a celebration to join. Yeah, I'm in full. I am a very, very tried and true OG Dokkan Battle player. I've been playing since you weren't guaranteed SSRs. I've been playing when SSR rates were 3%, I believe, when the game, no, 2%. And then certain banners would have 1% rates, before they started rating up everything and guaranteed, which is good that it's moved on to that way. That's not a brag. I'm surprised I made it. And I remember it took me forever to get my first SSR. Forever. It was a guaranteed banner. I remember it was a guaranteed SSR banner. and I ended up getting two. It was Int Whis and AGL Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta from Resurrection of F were my first two SSRs. And yeah, it's just, I wish I had screenshots from my old phone or from my old iPads, so I could, because I know I screenshotted it, and that was back when you wouldn't multi-summon, you would only single summon. Now there's no point in single summoning, so I hope anyone who watches this that plays Dokkan never single summon on banners. It's never worth it. Always save up for multis. Yes, you're more than likely, going to get a bad SSR at the end of the multi, but it's better to do that than do 5 singles and not get anything. Than any SSRs, because at least you get something, But yeah, original Dokkan battle player. And now, if you guys follow me on Instagram, I post not consistently, but I do post most of my big pulls for these anniversary times. I'm pretty big on keeping you guys up. I had a mostly good 9th anniversary. I got Broly and Gogeta right away, like within a rotation each. I got Broly on my step 4 free summon, and I got Gogeta on step 3. And then Beast is the one that I actually got slammed. Beast made me go almost 800 Dragon Stones for. I struggled for Beast Gohan, which is not good, because Beast is easily, far and away, the best unit in Dokkan Battle is Beast. And also, admittingly, right now, my favorite unit to use, mainly because he makes the game so easy. But he is also just a very fun unit, super beautiful animations. You guys would know. If you played the game, you know what I'm talking about. Beast is just fun. But then I got 2 Gamma copies, actually. I got them. I think I said I was going to do 1 rotation, which was 3 multi-summons, and then you get a free one at the end when they do the discounts. And I think I got them on like step 2, and then I did 2 more, got 1 ticket summon, and then pulled another copy. So I didn't struggle for the Gammas. Global is now almost completely synced with the Japan release schedule, or I should say the release schedules are synced, but we don't have everything on Global. We're missing Carnival LR Jiren, and we're missing Dokkan Fest, Roshi, and the Peppy Gals banner that dropped with him, and then the Easy A's and the hard challenge missions that drop with those units. So we're missing those. But they sped everything up. They dropped UI LR Dokkan Fest UI Sign Goku. I got him within a rotation as well. I got him really quick. I think he was like my second multi-summon. Really, really quick. I didn't end up, so far, I guess I should say, I haven't gotten Topo yet. We have 1 more weekend, 1 free weekend ticket summon on his banner. If I don't get him this weekend, I won't have Topo, so I'll be behind Topo. And I did do 1 rotation on Cell Max and didn't pull Cell Max. But Cell Max will be unfeatured on Broly's banner. This new Dragon Ball Z Broly. You got Gogeta and Beast. Use that big ticket summon on Gammas, but no Gammas. I'm sorry to hear that, man. And honestly, I don't like telling people who to summon for, or, who I recommend. It does suck that you don't have Broly, though. Broly, Dragon Ball Super Broly is necessary. I think this Z Broly, probably... excuse me, I had a sneeze, and that one was loud. Z Broly, we're probably getting 2 Z Brolys this celebration, because I guess I should post some photos up. The celebration is all Broly themed. It's supposed to involve all 3 movies in some way or capacity. So this first one, the first 2 banners that drop tomorrow, I'm guessing, is going to be the Carnival Broly, which is a base Broly that active skills into Legendary Super Saiyan Broly, thankfully. This is the first unit. I'm going for him first. And then the Dokkan Festival is this beautiful Goku, Gohan, and Trunks that in some capacity we don't know yet. I almost want to say it's going to be a revival. It's going to mirror the movie, but it could just be an active skill as well into the final final scene, Super Saiyan Goku. But so I think we're going to end up. You have many regrets. I wouldn't worry about it. Broly, they'll all come back around. It's okay. They'll all come back around. And like I said, I think we're gonna get 2 Dragon Ball Z Brolys. We're gonna get movie 10 and movie 8. Obviously, we're gonna movie 8. But I think part 2 is gonna be a Carnival Super Saiyan Gohan teen or adult, and then the Dokkan Fest LR, because when they do it like this, when it's a Dokkan Fest and a Carnival, it's normally a villain and a hero. Normally the part 2 banners are the opposite. So if the villain's the Carnival, the first part, and then the villain will be the Dokkan Fest in part 2. So I think we're going to get just a flat legendary Super Saiyan Broly Dokkan Festival for part 2 from movie 10. I thought it would be a Super Saiyan Broly that transforms into legendary Super Saiyan Broly, but Dokkan did a bad, and when they brought Dragon Ball Super Broly into the game, they didn't make it Dragon Ball Super Broly. All the Brolys have the same name, so they don't link up. That's why this Broly just being base Broly is so good, because he can link up with the other Brolys, and he's not going to mess with any of the Easy A's that we're probably going to be getting this celebration. But I think it's just going to be a Dokkan Fest Legendary Super Saiyan Broly. Finally, we're getting one. We haven't gotten a Dokkan Fest LR Legendary Super Saiyan Broly, so he's finally getting his respect and his love. I think that'll be part 2. So not having Super Broly will be mostly okay, because the old Tech Super Saiyan Broly that transforms into Legendary Super Saiyan Broly, the original LR, I think he's going to get an easy A, and he can kind of fill that gap for being a Super Saiyan Broly for you. So, but obviously having all 4 plus the easy A's would be okay, but it's fine. I wouldn't worry about it too much. I also think they're going to drop a absolute ton of stones this celebration, because they basically dropped, by the end of WorldWide, we've gotten 10 premium LR units. 10 premium LR units. 9 Dokkan Fest and Carnival units split between the 2. We have 4 and 5, and then we have Cellmax, which is just a yellow coin LR. I have big hopes for his Easy 8. Yeah, I think they've been holding on to him for so long. He should have been done latest last year. So the fact that they saved him for this celebration tells me that his Easy A is going to be beyond broken. Hopefully he's close. He's up there, putting all my resources into Broly this time. Same. I have 515 stones as of right now. If the live streams get enough congruent live viewers, we get another 50 stones on top of the 50 stones we got 2 days ago. And I think the celebration will start off with maybe another 50 stones, maybe or 30. I don't know if they'll give another multi. That would be kind of wild if they ended up giving us 150 just flat out before the celebration starts. But I'm expecting the Tech original Super Saiyan Broly to be crazy. I'm not expecting, I guess I should say. I would say it's likely that the Saiyan Day and TUR Dokkan Fest Broly, Legendary Super Saiyan Broly, is also going to get Easy Aid here towards the start of the celebration. He's 3 years old now. It makes sense. He would be a very, very fine choice for one, but it is still technically a little early for him. I remember his banner. I struggled for him. I had to actually my current partner, before we were dating and we were hanging out, we were friends, she actually witnessed me get shafted on that Saiyan Day banner. We were hanging out, we were staying up because I was playing 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross and Dokkan at the same time, and I got shafted by both banners. I dropped like $500 that night between both games. which I don't do anymore. I don't really spend on these games. I really, really focus on trying to save, 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 save. Especially these big celebrations are where it's all at. So, but I used to be a huge spender in this game. Bad, 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 bad. So I never recommend that. But um, I do expect the original STR Dokkan Fest BROLY to Super Easy A. And some of the big guys are saying that the LR, Legendary Super Saiyan Broly, the strength one, might also Easy A. He would be the first LR to get a Super Easy A. And I think that would work. But then I think that rules out the Int one getting an Easy A, because that'd be three legendary Super Saiyan Broly's that are getting an Easy A of some sort, and then possibly a brand new summonable one. So I don't see them doing that. They want to save some of their cards for later. So I think the Super Easy A for LR STR Broly is going to be a while. But I do hope this TUR Broly, the original, the first Dokkan Fest Broly, I hope they make his Super Easy A incredible. They're going to have to, because he is an AoE unit, he's an AoE super attack unit, which is not good. Normally AoE super attacks are not that strong. His isn't bad, which so Super Easy A's don't change the super attacks. He does have a good super attack effect. He raises his attack for 3 turns. I believe it's a 30%. And then his passive skill is just blank. Just Broly, yes, Matt, yes. Broly, dude, I love Broly. I love Broly so much that I pre-ordered the brand new Blood of the Saiyans Bam Presto line Brolys. There's a Super Saiyan Broly, and then there's a Legendary Super Saiyan Broly that just went up for pre-order. I pre-ordered both of them. I am so in zone for Broly. I used to not like getting Dragon Ball statues, but Broly is an exception. I'm also trying to find a decently priced SH Figure Arts Broly, because I have long since sold mine. I sold mine earlier this year, and even before the celebration was happening, I was regretting it. I still regret it, so I'm trying to buy one back. There's a few on eBay that I'm looking at that I like the price of, but responsible financial choices are more important than toys right now. But that would be something I'd like to get. If I can't, hopefully I can find one in Japan in February. That would be my last ditch effort. I don't want to wait till Japan because it is a big figure. I already have too many monster arts and some of the figure arts I'd like to catch up on. Broly was your first Dragon Ball statue? Nice, nice. When it comes to the figure arts line, he wasn't my first, but I remember when I bought him. I got him Christmas of the year he came out, 2013, 2014. Big Bad Toy Store ended up getting a few extra around Christmas. He was the first, I believe, don't quote me on this. Dragon Ball Z Broly, the SH Figure Arts, the original release, was the first ever Figure Arts, ever. Not just Dragon Ball, ever. The first ever SH Figure Arts figure to sell out pre-orders. Japan and the US, both individually and then combined. He was the first Figure Arts to ever sell out on pre-orders before it was released. First. I remember in Japan he sold really, really damn quick, and then places like Big Bad Toy Store couldn't keep them up. They would get them in stock, and then you'd sell out, get them in stock, and sell out for pre-order. And then I remember it was like right before Christmas, or right after Christmas, they ended up getting a few in, and they had to upcharge it. I remember because I think he was like $59, and they upcharged it to 70, I believe. I think he was 70. I think I bought him for $74.99. My old YouTube channel, don't quote me on this, I think has my actually, I'm going to check. My phone's charging, so I can actually look at this. I'm going to go to my old YouTube channel. I'm almost pretty damn sure I have the unboxing video of me unboxing that Broly when I originally got him. I believe. Ultra There's Gohan. Image anime. It would have been 2014. Excuse me. Yep. Here it is.
Video, no doubt. And today it's on this big thing.
Yep. My original channel. Here's the unboxing video for my original Broly. I don't want to watch it because it's going to make me super sad that I sold it. I'm going to be so mad at myself. You can just tell how excited I am in that video. I heard my voice crack 1,000 times. And that wasn't just because I was young either. I was so hyped. I remember he was also the first Dragon Ball release that they hard teased the way that they did. Most of the other ones, it was like a prototype. Yeah, Baby Kaijime Addict, except it wasn't Kaijime Addict at that time. So that name didn't come till much later. But Broly was the first one because I remember one day I was just searching, and then I remember Facebook. It was his full silhouette, so it wasn't like it was a shock that, or it wasn't a guess that it was Broly, but it was the silhouette of Broly, just blacked out. And yeah, it. I remember like screaming. I was just like, Broly is getting SH Figure Arts. Yeah, man, you must see it. All right, I'll tell you the title, and if you go to Mr. DBZ, let me post it in chat so you don't have to worry about like. I can't post the link because I would have to go out. Because I would have to go out of the stream and that would mess it up because I don't have two cameras right now. But I'll post the channel and I'll post the title in quotes. So if it doesn't pop up by searching it, at least then you can go to the channel and look at it. It's not too far down. There it is, Sharktopus. And anyone else who watches the stream, if you want to go back to my original channel and my first channel that I made so many mistakes on as a child, but you know, that's part of growing up. If you want to go back and see my original unboxing of the SH Figure Arts Legendary Super Saiyan Broly, to show you guys that whether it's Godzilla or Dragon Ball, when I'm excited for an unboxing, you can hear it kind of like today. You can hear it in that video. For me, that was my golden goose figure, this Broly. That's the video. If you guys want to check it out, if you can open up a second tab or wait until after the stream, whatever you'd like. I know I'm definitely going to look at it. Oh, hello. Getting a visitor. He's furry. Yes, hi, Tater. Oh, he's a puppy. Just a puppy. He's a good boy. I don't have a today. Sorry about. Oh, he just got really sad. Poor puppy. He's spoiled. But that is old. That is young Tanner right there unboxing it, and you can just hear it. I heard it in the first 9 seconds how excited I was. And is there a way to screen share on here? No kidding. Oh, I just figured out how to do things on here. I just figured out how to do things on here. You know, if I would have thought ahead a little bit more today, I was too busy rushing eating. I got Panda Express before the live stream. If I would have thought ahead, I could have screen grabbed that video, and then because it's such low quality, anyways, I could have put it in here into the StreamYard, and then we could have watched it to sort of early memento, but that's fine. It's 7 minutes long. I'm sure there's some cringiness in here. It's definitely a cringy video, but it has got some very fond memories, and it makes me miss my SH Figure Arts Dragon Ball collection. I used to have every normal release I didn't have every San Diego Comic-Con, but I did have. Well, I didn't have any of the San Diego Comic-Cons until Rose Goku Black, but I did have every standard release for a long time. For a long time, I got every single figure, unless it was like a reissue. Then I didn't. But I do miss it sometimes. But kind of like the Bandai collection. I had a friend of mine ask me today if I missed my Bandai Movie Monster Series collection. It's like, yeah, like there's definitely pieces that I missed, but there's other points where I remember where I wasn't happy with it. There was releases I wasn't happy with. And the main thing that works for both of those collections is I'm so much more excited to have more free space in my collection because of that. Because I would not have any free space if I had both of those collections still. I'd have no space for Safubi, Monster Arts. I wouldn't have space for my anime figures that I've been buying if I still had my Dragon Ball collection. So it's kind of like, I'm very thankful that I grew up with those collections and I got to have everything or mostly everything. But now, moved on, and I helped a lot of other collectors get things that they didn't have before. I helped a lot of people get things that they really wanted that were too expensive, and I just gave deals. So I don't mind that I sold everything, but I do. There are Dragon Ball pieces that I miss, and Broly is front and center. I think out of everything I've sold, if there was one thing out of all my Godzilla stuff and Dragon Ball stuff that I sold, my Monster Arts Kiryu is the Godzilla thing I miss the most, and the Broly figure arts is the thing I miss the most. What's up, honey? What are you looking for? What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, he's just coming and listening. It's okay. Oh, snarf up my ear. Oh, that poor dog. But those are probably the things I miss the most. My Monster Arts Kiryu and my Legendary Super Saiyan Broly. I think out of everything. But yep, the sacrifices of a toy collector. Sometimes you got to sell things to get other things that you would want more. AKA kind of today, this Canvas 2019. I had to sacrifice a few things that I'm definitely going to miss, but at the same time, I got a really, really cool pink and purple Godzilla figure out of it. So, it all equals out. So, oh my goodness. Yeah, he's an attention whore, I know. He wants all the attention. He's mad Dad doesn't have the camera set up so the people can't view him because he likes the attention from the YouTube. Because that's okay. He's our baby boy. Hi, doggy. I can't see you. Oh, Sharktopus says you're a very beautiful puppy. Yes, you are. He's a handsome man. Stinky boy. Stinky boy.
He's not stinky.
Not today, no. And he gets a bath soon. He did not like that word.
He does too.
Not all the time.
He loves baths.
Yeah, he's a good boy. He's a very good boy. But yeah, so that was kind of a weird tangent to go off on. But yeah, Dokkan, me and Dragon Ball have been around the block, so I'm very excited for Broly to come out in the game. Very, very excited. It's about time. Hopefully I get him right away, because if I don't and I struggle, I'm going to be very sad. I might try to find a way to be able to stream summons as long as they don't happen at work. Like I said, I don't... The assumption is after the units will be dropping tomorrow after the stream. Right after the stream is what we're thinking when JP Dokkan has their daily reset. Not when the global resets, but when JP does. And that's about the time they do it. It's like 10 o'clock in the morning, 11 o'clock in the morning. So that's the theory, that the banners will drop right after the stream, a few hours after stream. So maybe I can find a way once again, if you guys want to see a reaction stream to the live reveals, I can do that. And then if that works out for y'all, if you like it, you can't see everything, but if it's enjoyable enough, I'm definitely down to do that for my legitimate streams as well. Matt, who was in the chat, I don't think he's in the chat anymore. He's been kind of busy tonight. You know, maybe him and I can get on here because I know he's excited to summon too. Maybe he'd be willing to go live with me. We both can, at least you guys can get our vocal and my webcam reaction to my summons. I wouldn't mind doing that. If you guys aren't busy watching the main Dokkan YouTubers, Garesh and DeTruth, those are the main two I watch. I don't think I'd be able to make it at that time then. Oh, dang. Well, you wouldn't be able to see it live, but you could at least see it after the fact. There are videos and live streams I wouldn't expect to do very well because, one, I'm not showing the footage of the actual game. It would just be more like fun stuff that I'd maybe leave up for a few days and then I'd private. But I'd give anyone who wanted to watch enough time to watch it, or I could just unlist it and then give the link out to people who want to watch it afterwards, because they wouldn't do amazing. And then depending on how the live stream for Dokkan is, because they do like to play the theme music from the movies, there's a chance that they might be playing copyrighted music and I might have to private the video anyways, right after the live stream is done, because we don't want copyright strikes on the channel. No bueno. No bueno. But yeah, we'll see. Sharktopus, do you collect Dragon Ball figures? I know I've been kind of talking about, that I sold my Dragon Ball collection, my figure arts Dragon Ball collection, but I do still actually have a few. The legendary Super Saiyan Goku figure, basically the final fight with Frieza. I still have that Super Saiyan Goku, the first release. I still have my Final Form cooler. I haven't sold him. I had a friend that wanted him that I offered it to him. I was like, hey, if you really want it, I can give it to you for a really good price. I prefer not to sell it, but I want to help a homie out. And then I have Metal Cooler and I have both Android 21s. I'd like to get my Brolys back, and I keep going back and forth if I want a Goku collection. Not really. I do have a few though. Just got the new Goku. The bulky one, the shirtless, the battle damage, technically that Goku. Did you get the reissue? The reissue I hear is way better. Way better. It makes me want it, but can't sell the old one, and I really don't need to. Nice, dude. Even the first release is honestly, like, if I had my whole collection still, that'd probably be my favorite figure still. I love this Super Saiyan Goku. It is so posable. The face plates are so expressive. And it's the perfect Goku. I think it's the first Goku that's ever released since the original 1.0 base Goku with actual good face plates. Every other Goku has been, and the Super Saiyan 3 Goku, I should say. Well, let me errata that. Every Super Saiyan Goku's face plates has been kind of not great. This Goku's got the best ones, and then they announced a new Goku last month. That's going to be, I think it's like a Tamashii store exclusive, but it's a store, so it's going to be at the New York store as well, and it's a retool of the Super Saiyan Goku they released last year, the full power Super Saiyan Goku. I believe is what they called basically the Cell games Goku, and they gave it a new head, and it's like the intro Goku from the opening, and the body is like a translucent yellow, and the hair is translucent, and it has like wavy bangs, like a separate piece for the wavy bangs and wavy Super Saiyan hair. But the face plates on it are stupendous. They're amazing. They're perfect, or almost perfect. I would say this Goku still has better face plates, but it's a damn close second. And I have a few friends in New York that I'm going to bother about picking up that Goku because I think it's only like $40. So I'm going to ask them to go pick up that Goku for me because I do want a non-battle damage Super Saiyan Goku in my collection as well, for sure. Especially if I get Broly, because then I can play with my toys and have a non-battle damage Goku, and then I can have him, Broly can beat him up, and then he can get battle damaged, And that Goku is basically Broly movie Goku 2, the battle damaged one. So I don't know. We'll see. And the same thing with Cooler. Then I have 2 Super Saiyan Gokus, so I can make a display with my Cooler and my Broly. Back in the day, my Broly used to always be the centerpiece of my Dragon Ball collection setups. Back when I used to actually have, when there wasn't that many, and I could actually pose them and have them all kind of dioramaed out. I'd always have the movie 8 set up where a Piccolo, Super Saiyan Goku, Super Saiyan Trunks, Super Saiyan Gohan, and Super Saiyan Goku were all charging Broly. Or I'd have Broly just beating the absolute mother load out of a Goku and a Vegeta, stuff like that. It's very interesting. Dragon Ball is definitely, when it comes to hobby things, it's probably my second favorite thing. Third, I guess I would say music's a close second. It's definitely Godzilla, and then music, Dragon Ball, and then anime is a close fourth. I love anime. I'm loving anime right now. There's a few shows that are really, really, really getting my love juices for anime. I'm getting back into it. I just caught up on an anime this morning. I stayed up really late and watched 2.5 Dimension Seduction. Another really great cosplay anime, right up there with My Dress Up Darling. Except it's got references to it, but it's also a different story and a different side of the community than what My Dress Up Darling does. So I like that it's got 2 different views at the cosplay community in Japan, and I like that. And it's just really fun. It's a funny show. It's pretty funny. Oh, sorry, I had to take a drink. Talked for 47 minutes straight without a drink. That got a little. Whew. I gotta save my vocal cords for screaming in the morning when Broly's the best new unit in Dokkan. I guess we'll pivot back to Dokkan. Kind of got a little out of track, but it's mostly been all Dragon Ball conversation. Tater, be careful, buddy. Up, 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 up. Tater. There you go. Thank you, buddy. Almost pulled my iPad off the table. That would have been bad. It's okay. Oh, you are so cute. You are so cute, I know. He's a spoiled boy. But for Dokkan Battle, I guess we'll go with my predictions. Kind of end this at an hour. A few short streams in a row. The Kiryu live stream on Wednesday should be longer, so I'll make up for it with the Kiryu movie live stream. But we'll go into my predictions, so I guess it's not really predictions. It's not the best way to word it. It's my hopes and my expectations for what I want out of the Goku, Trunks, and Gohan unit and this Broly unit. Personally, I want these units to be the best units in the game. Specifically, I want Broly to be the end-all, be-all, not even close best unit in the game, which, if I'm being honest, I don't know how they're going to do, because Beast Gohan is honestly far and away just insane, and I'm told Cell Max is almost at that level. So they already have tough competitions. Yeah, 47 minutes. I think you've been in stream for 25, 30 minutes. So, because you were here basically right away, weren't you? Yeah, you were. Never mind. Yeah, no. Yep, 47 minutes. You've been here for 40. Yeah, which is all good. It's all good. Yeah, it's been going pretty quick. I'm glad I'm able to entertain you guys without having a webcam, because this is definitely way more comfortable for me. Broly must be top. Yeah, I do hope Broly is number one. The thing that makes me think he won't be, and it is a trend in Dokkan right now, is if the unit is transforming, the first, the starting base, form that they're in. So like this Broly's base Broly is going to be good. He just won't be better than Beast. And that, I agree with the truth. If you watch the Truth DT, I agree with him in that regard. Right now in the game, I would say the first 2 turns or 3 turns is where a lot of these challenge missions are actually the hardest, is getting set up. And it's hard to make, transforming characters your first form of those characters, what their starting character, too good. Because if you do, how do you improve the transformed state? A great example is 2022's Dokkan Fest. The AGL Trunks suffered from this, where the base form Trunks that transforms into the base form Trunks that transforms into the Super Saiyan Trunks, the Super Saiyan transformation is actually worse than the base form, because the base form is actually pretty good. It needed buff, but like the skeleton of the base form was hands and way better than the transform state, which now in the current meta with how the missions and fights are set up, that Super Saiyan transformation would actually be good. So once he gets his easy A next year, he might actually be good again. But transform 5th turn from the 1st turn. So on Broly, or the 5th turn. See, that's what the AGL Broly basically does, except it's on his turn, and not 1st turn. The Truth was saying, hello, Amma Simpson. How's it going? Hopefully I pronounced your first name correct. Amma. I'm taking a safety guess. It's Amma. Please let me know if it's not. I think I'm gonna be crazy here. I think 5th or 6th turn is probably realistic based on the data download that we got last night from the Paragus. There's a free-to-play Paragus that's coming out, and the Paragus has an effect in his passive to where he gets an extra buff after the 6th turn from battle. So I think the Broly is going to be a 5th or 6th turn transformation, which is not bad. It is not great though. Amma or Amma, it doesn't matter to me. Okay, I just want to make sure. Amma or Amma. Okay. Well, hello. Thanks for joining the stream. I know it's not kaiju content, but talking about Broly, the legend himself from Dragon Ball and Dokkan Battle. Got to talk about a little bit of gambling here. But I think he's gonna be a 5th turn. It's so confusing anytime it's not turn. Yeah, it should be 4. Yeah, because some of the passives are set up to where it's from the start of battle, or it's the start from the character's entry turn. So if you get them in the 7th slot, then if it's their 2nd turn, then it's not until turn 5. It's no, for real though. I hate it when it's 5 turns. Oh yeah, dude. 5th turn. Personally, if you want to make Broly the best unit in the game, my personal recommendation, it's 3rd turn. So you have base Broly for 1 turn. So even if he's not amazingly good, you only get him 1 turn, and boom. If he's in slot 7, he automatically can active skill, because it is they did say that him going into Legendary Super Saiyan is an active skill. So 20 turns after character appearance. If it's 3 turns after appearance, which is probably realistically what it's going to be, it's going to be rough. Global right now doesn't have the hardest fight in Dokkan, which is the last 2 fights of the Supreme Spectacle. There we go. The Supreme Battle Spectacle Tournament of Power that we just got for UI Goku signed. There's a battle against Goku and Frieza. And if you guys have looked at what the JP the JP part of the game, or watched the Truth video, that fight is so hard. I can tell, and I haven't even played it yet, when units at 100% with the best equips are struggling. For me, a guy who normally only gets the premium characters, which two fights is it? Yeah, the Goku and Frieza is the hardest one, and then there's the UI Goku that's before that. That's also very, very tough. He dodges a lot, I believe. But the Goku and Frieza fight is the hard one. And it's not even Goku and Frieza that's hard. It's, who does it start out as? It's I can't remember who the first. It's a 4-stage fight. I can't remember who it starts out with. I think it's Gohan and Frieza, and then it's 17 as the second boss, and the 17 stuns. It's 17 and Frieza. Okay, yeah, the barrier does make them hard. But the base 17 locks units, and then the 17 and the Frieza in the third boss fight has dodge canceling, so you have to have UI Goku sign on the team. Gohan and Frieza. Yep. Okay, so I was right. And then then the damage barrier on Goku and Frieza is really, really tough, especially after they get that. It's what 500% attack buff after they get under 50% health. Is there 2 phases? 4 phases for that final fight. The final stage, the hardest fight in the game, the Goku and Frieza fight. It's 4 stages. It's Gohan and 17, base 17, 17 and Golden Frieza, and then Goku and Frieza. It's a long fight, and it is hard. It is very, very hard. All basically the last four bosses in it, so it's 4 phases. And the 17 and Golden Frieza, the second and third fight, are legitimately what make the fight hard. Like I said, 17, I believe he locks rotations, and then he does something else. The last phase cancels the third stage, the 17 and Golden Frieza does. And then I believe they're int, so they're really not good for tech UI. If I remember, they're int. No, they're physical. But yeah, they freeze dodge, and they do something else as well. I think they lower attack, and then their super attack is like 2.83 million. They do a ton of damage, and then every turn they get an attack increase. They get like a 10% attack increase every single turn. So the longer they're alive, they just keep doing damage. And then Goku and Frieza do an absolute ton of damage. They have damage reduction once you get them under a certain amount of health. They lower attack on one of their super attacks. I can't remember if it's their first one, I believe, or it's their final one when you get them under 30% health or 50% health. They lower attack and defense. They give themselves like 100% on super attack, and they have that 500% attack up from being under that. They do, I think their super attack calc is like 3.5 million or 4.3. Basically, almost nothing in the game can survive it. The only 2 units that I know for sure that can is AGL Carnival Jiren that Global doesn't have yet. When he's in standby, and only when he's in his standby, he can survive it. And then Cell Max, after you use his active skill / taunt, is the only other thing that can survive it as well. And a physical blue Gogeta, when you use his taunt, as long as you have canceling cancel dodge with tech UI. Basically, the only things that can survive that if you take the hit. I think Beast has to be basically fully built with 3 super attacks to be able to survive as well. Or you have to use his taunt. It's very hard. It's a hard fight. What are you doing, buddy? What are you taking a nap? Oh, you're so cute. Very, very tough fight. And I really wish it was in Global. I wish they would have... I know we didn't get Jiren, but I wish they would have just given us that mission when they dropped Cell Max, so we could at least have it, because nothing is as hard or nothing is as hard as that fight. And I want to feel that fight. I want to feel the pressure of it. And I want to put this new Broly and hopefully, you know, the Goku, Gohan, and Trunks unit against the Tess. I like doing that. I especially like doing it when I can only get these units at 55%. I only pull enough to have one copy of the unit. I love testing these units at 55%. But this Broly needs to be really, really strong. He needs damage reduction. He needs high stats, very high stats, and he needs incredible super attack effects. Whether he has stacking would be good, or maybe he's going to give. One thing I kind of thought up is he gives himself a great attack and defense raise for 3 turns. 3 turns would be just killer. Or if they gave him 5 turns and it was just a normal stack attack and defense for 5 turns. Raises attack and defense for 5 turns. I think that would make him very, very strong. Because then you could have multiple super attacks, and then hopefully he has built-in crit, built-in additionals, or at least more queso. I wish I was as big as queso. That'd be cool. Hey, how's it going? I think if his defense after his super attacks can get up to 2 million, and as long as he has 50% damage reduction, I think he'll be okay. The only unit that can get 10 million defense is Cell Max, and that's after he uses his taunt, because he gives himself 999% defense on his active skill. That is the only unit I think that can get that high. And then he is so heavy that he's not fit in the boxer's fighter option. Damn, dude, that's big. But yeah, so I hope Broly's really good. I guess I haven't really thought of what could make the Goku, Trunks, and Gohan unit very good, because that's joined forces units like them makes it difficult, and then them in some way, shape, or form, whether it's active skill, standby, or revives in just to a Goku. It's going to be difficult. I think the Goku is going to have like the first turn that you transform into that Super Saiyan Goku. I think he's just going to have one really incredibly strong turn where he's just going to hit like a 40, 50, 60 million attack stat, I think. If I were a betting man, I think he's going to just have a one-hit punch, kind of like the new AGL Jiren, full power Jiren specifically. He just basically is like a one-shot unit. He's a glass he's a glass cannon before he attacks, but after he attacks, he's fine. But he just hits for like 50 million attack, and with a very good chance to crit too. So he just does damage on damage on damage. And no ability, just fighting. What would grounded Dragon Ball look like? No ability, just fighting. They've done that a few times. Original Dragon Ball is like that. Especially early Dragon Ball. There's not a lot of abilities. There's no flying. They sometimes use energy blast, but if you want a good, just mostly realistic fighting, I would recommend going back and watching I forget which Tenkaichi tournament it is. Go watch Jackie Chun versus Goku. Watch that fight. That would be my greatest example. One of the best fights in the whole series. That's coming from a guy that doesn't like Dragon Ball. That is legitimately one of the best fights in the whole series. That fight, the Tien versus Goku fight, is really good. The Demon King Piccolo versus Goku fight's really good. And then the 21st Budokai with Goku, Tien, and Piccolo Jr. is also really, really stellar. to see the perspective of normal people, not from the you don't see it actually. So we do get to see that what it's like if you're a normal person. If you've seen Dragon Ball Superhero, in the intro when Magenta shows I forget the doctor's name, when he shows him a clip of Trunks fighting Mecha Frieza and King Cold, that is in the human perspective of how quick it is. Where, for us, that was half an episode of fighting. But in reality, it was 5 seconds. Trunks blitzed King Cold and Mecha Frieza in like 4 or 5 seconds, realistically, in human perspective time. And that's basically how Dragon Ball is. Hi, David. Dragon Ball, a lot of these fights, anime wise, it's, perspective, but if you're looking at it realistically, a lot of these things are happening in like near instant moments. A lot of the fighting, the flying, we wouldn't see it basically. You just feel the pressure. And you wouldn't see the Super Saiyan. Toriyama Sensei confirmed that you actually don't see the aura. The aura is just there for us as, outside of the world looking in to see that they're powering up. But in reality, most of the time you actually don't see the aura. It's just the hair color change for most of the time. Most of the time. 5 minutes. 5 minutes to what? Did something change? Did they move up the live stream? Don't tease me like that. Did they move up the live stream? No, they didn't. It's just aura from the hair. You see the hair color change, and that's it. Bald. No. Only that cursed photo of Vegeta without his hair on. That's till Namek blows up. Yeah. Dude. Yeah. And that fight legitimately is 5 minutes, but like episode wise, it's 3 hours, right? 2 hours, I think. Oh, excuse me. It's a long fight. One of the longest fights in history. Although, I say that as a joke, but the actual longest fight in anime history, not to backtrack off of Dragon Ball too much, the longest fight in history, I think now, is the JJK, the final arc that we're in, which is basically everyone versus Sakuna. That I think that actually is longer than the Frieza fight. Now, that has been going on for 1 year and 3 months, and we're almost done with it. No spoilers. Not going to talk JJK spoilers, but that fight is so long. We just hit the climax of the JJK ends in 5 chapters, so 4 chapters now. It's so long. So long. JJK didn't make me start with Fanmade. Yeah, and then it's getting even crazier. But yeah, we won't talk about JJK because I know there's a lot of people that are only caught up with the anime and are doing their very best to avoid manga spoilers. But and I want to let people enjoy that as best as they can, or not enjoy it. Depending on how you like anime. We'll see. Also, Kaiju, yeah. This last fight in Kaiju number 8's been pretty long. It's been a month and a half now, but I think it's worth it because most of the fights aren't too long in Kaiju 8. Like the anime, I think the longest fight is only two episodes. So, this might be like 4, but it kind of feels like, once again, not talking about spoilers, it kind of feels like a season finale-esque fight, or like the whole show's about to take a 90-degree turn. Getting a little bit long. That's debatable. I think that's very opinionated. I feel like a lot of people feel that way. I personally don't mind too much, but at the same time, I really like fights. Um, it also doesn't help that a lot of these anime or these manga artists took breaks within the last few months, so the fights feel longer than they are. It's like Kaiji number 8, it's 3 chapters a month, I think. 2 chapters within 2 weeks, and then the third chapter takes 2 weeks. So it kind of misses the perspective a little bit. But this last fight definitely has been like a 2 month. But he also took a month and a half break as well. So, but I can see how people are feeling like that. They're going back to Dragon Ball. Giving tribute to Toriyama. Original like long fight writer. Even in Dragon Ball's manga, the fights are freaking long. Some of them, Cell's fight, Frieza's fight, and Boo's fight. Boo's fight is long as well. Ooh. And then there's multiple fights with Boo. But I don't mind. But I'm pretty simple, as long as it looks appealing, it's very entertaining, then I'm all good with it. So, but yeah. We're an hour and 11 minutes in. So let me end it. I also don't mind as long as it's got world building and stuff too. Yeah, as long as it has some context, it's not just brawling. Yeah, I completely agree. So I'm gonna finish up with what I think part 2 is gonna be with Dokkan. I think that's like the big topic with Dokkan right now. After these units have been revealed, is what part 2 is gonna be. And I see DeTruth also posted a video about it. I don't know if he said it was confirmed or not, but I am almost pretty sure part 2 is going to be movie 10. So it's going to be a Dokkan Fest LR. I said it kind of at the beginning of the stream. I think it's going to be a legendary Super Saiyan Broly, no transformation, no nothing. It's just going to be a legendary Super Saiyan Broly turn 1. And I think the Carnival LR is going to be a Super Saiyan teen Gohan, or whatever they name young adult, adolescent, whatever they call him. He's technically a teen at that point, but I think he's going to be the Carnival, and he's either going to have a unit super attack with Goten and Trunks, or he's going to like exchange into a Gohan and Trunks unit. I don't know quite how they're going to do it yet, or maybe he's going to revive, because as I showed earlier, BioBroly is involved, and I think they're only doing that so they can easy the Dokkan Fest Super Saiyan Trunks and Goten. So it makes sense that the Carnival unit needs a Goten and or a Trunks for a unit super attack, as an example. Or need it for an active skill to do the family Kamehameha. So it kind of makes sense that it would just be a Gohan. Also, there's so many strong Gohan animations from movie 10 that have not been touched. Well, none of them have been touched yet, really. So I'm really hoping it's just a Gohan. But we'll see. It could just be a redo. LR. Okay, can we be straight facts right now though? I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind BioBroly. Would it be hype? No. But we have enough Broly's easying that it would make more sense to make it BioBroly. The only problem with BioBroly is that he only has 4 teams in the game, 4 categories. And these Dokkan Fests lead 3 categories, and then they need 2 different categories to be the additional 30% to make it a 200% leader. And that's the scary thing. So I don't realistically think it's going to be Bio, just because of how he doesn't have enough teams. Unless they're going to introduce 2 new teams this celebration. We already have one, which is Uncontrollable Power, I think it's called, or I think it's like Uncontrollable Power or something like that. And it's basically rage monsters. Any character who rages out. It's Uncontrollable Rage, I think, or something like that. Which is funny because we have Exploding Rage, but this is like Uncontrollable Outburst or something like that. And we think Broly is definitely going to lead it. He's probably going to be built like Carnival Jiren, where Jiren has Universal 11 is Ki +4 plus 200%, and then his main passive skill is Universal Survival Saga Ki +3 plus 200%. So I think this Broly is going to have uncontrollable rage, or uncontrollable energy. I can't remember. We didn't have an official translation from the data download leaks. I just know that there is a new category, and that is basically what it is. Because Cell Max is on it, all the Broly's are on it. The Kid Gohan that goes into Great Ape is on it. Super Saiyan 2 Goku isn't on it, or Super Saiyan 2 Gohan isn't on it. Beast isn't on it. Harudagon is on it. It might be Uncontrollable Outburst, I think. It's something like that. Some of the Boos are on it. Kid Boo is on it. Fat Boo and Skinny Boo is on it. Evil Boo, Pure Evil Boo, excuse me. Not Super Boo, as the dub is, dubbed him. But yeah, there's a new category. Because Exploding Rage doesn't need it, because LR AGL Goku, Broly has that as a category. So, but yeah, they made a brand new category basically for Broly, but it is not very cohesive. But I think that's going to be like a Ki +4, 200%. And then I think he's going to be Planetary Destruction or Movie Bosses, Ki 3 plus 200%, I think. It's one of those two. Personally, I would prefer Movie Bosses, but Planetary Destruction wouldn't be bad either. Especially because the LR Turles, SDR Turles team got an easy A, and that unit is really, really good as well. I haven't actually been able to use him yet, regrettably, but I'm very excited too. Very, very excited. So, but we'll see here. We're going to know in less than 12 hours now, 11 hours till countdown. And we'll figure out what this Broly does, what the Goku, Gohan, and Trunks does. And probably, I would guess we're going to get the first EZAs. I would assume we're going to get, they're going to reveal that the STR OG Broly is going to get a super EZA, and then we'll figure out if the Int Broly Dokkan Fest is going to get an EZA as well. And then I would guess next week it would be the Tech LR Super Saiyan Broly that goes into Legendary. It would be his EZA, and then the week after that, 2.5 weeks or 3 weeks out, we would get the Part 2 banners, and then the next week would be the Bio Broly EZAs. The free-to-play Bio Broly needs an EZA. Actually, yeah, he needs an EZA still. The Paragus unit is getting an EZA. The Dokkan Fest Super Saiyan Trunks and Super Saiyan Goten will get an EZA, I'm guessing. And then maybe something else. I had this wild idea last night that we were going to get a 5th LR. And I think it could be, instead of, making Bio Broly a main Carnival unit, they could do Dokkan Fest Carnival, and then they could do a 5th Gold Coin LR, and that could be Bio Broly. So we'd get 3 Brolys, 3 different named Brolys, and we'd finally get the final Broly with a brand new name. That would be basically a premium unit kit that would actually maybe hopefully be good, because we still need Giant Bio Broly as a named character as well. So we don't have that yet. So it's possible. It's unlikely. It's very, very unlikely, but for the whales at least, I think that would be cool. I wouldn't be able to do it. I'm going to guess what's going to end up happening to me is I'm going to struggle for Broly Part 1. I'm going to miss out on summoning on the Trunks, Goku, and Gohan. because I'm going to then start saving for the part 2 Broly, unless it's revealed that it's 2 super class units, which they better not do. It better not be. And then I would then go back and then summon on that Goku, Trunks, and Gohan unit after their discounts are gone, basically. Because Broly is priority. And if there's going to be 2 new premium Brolys, I'd rather have them and miss out on the part 1 Dokkan Fest. Unless they're unbelievably, undeniably number 1 or number 2, then I might have to make an exception. But we don't know yet. A lot of if, ands, and buts. But we're going to find out soon. You know, it's only going to be a few weeks' time. My voice is really dying, though. You know, doing 2 nights of full live streaming plus an earlier live stream, and then planning on another live stream in the morning. I think my voice is getting tired out, and playing Fortnite all morning as well. I'm going to give my vocal cords a rest for a little while. I'll just do this. I'll plan on live streaming my reaction to the reveals. Once again, I will live stream my reaction to the live stream in the morning when it happens at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. We will not be watching the live stream on the channel unless I can figure out a way to screen share. I don't think there's a way to screen share on StreamYard, but I'll look into it tonight while I'm letting my voice rest. And one way or the other, I'll record my reactions. Depending on when the banners drop, might live reaction that as well. Okay. So we're just going to live stream. Like, we're doing a lot of live streaming lately because I've been really bad at live streaming for you guys. And I really want to just, hang out with y'all. It's nice being able to, make content, but even more to the point, just have fun with y'all and hang out, meet y'all and conversate, have fun conversations. That's the best part about this. And then, the fact that it's just kind of YouTube content is just kind of a cherry on top. So try your best to be there. Yeah, of course. And if you can't make it, like I said, I'll keep it up for maybe a few days. I probably will private at least the live stream reaction one, maybe after a bit. But if I do the Dokkan summons, that one might not be privated, depending on copyright, what Dokkan does. So we'll see. But yeah, that's going to be the plan, is to live stream twice tomorrow for Dokkan. If the banners drop tomorrow, we'll know during the stream when they drop. So whenever they drop, as long as I'm not at work. If I'm at work, then I'm not live streaming because I'm summoning on them as soon as I can. So sorry guys, that's the one thing. That's why I can't be a Dokkan streamer, because 1, I work when a lot of the banners drop, and 2, if a banner drops when I'm working, I don't wait after work. I summon on them while I'm at work, as long as I'm on break and stuff. So I have no patience. So, but we'll do that. So keep an eye out for the community tab of the channel. I'll let you guys know, or you guys will see the stream, kind of built in. When we do the reaction stream, I'll probably start about 5 minutes early. So we'll start at like 8:55 Central Time in the morning. That's when we'll start. We'll just get in a few minutes early if you guys can make it. If not, I'll leave it up. I want to thank everyone for joining this stream. I know Dragon Ball is not the first thing you would expect on the channel, but I'm glad that y'all are giving it a chance. And I'm glad that there's a lot of Dragon Ball fans also subscribed. I can't guarantee more Dragon Ball content more consistently, but if I can find a way to stream Dokkan, we might do a Dokkan stream every month, or once or twice a month maybe, when banners drop, if I summon, so, or something, just fun hangout things. But I really appreciate you guys coming and joining. Can't wait to see what these units are doing. I can't wait to get more Broly in my life. And I'll see y'all later. See you guys tomorrow. Also, don't forget the Kaiju Canvas Godzilla 2019 review will be out tomorrow as well. So if Dragon Ball is not your thing, you'll get a Godzilla review to make up for it as well. Thanks for the stream as always. Goodbye and good luck. Thank you, Sharktopus. Good luck to you as well on your summons if I don't get to talk to you before then. So good luck. Let me know how it goes. Bye, everyone. Take care. Oops. I did not end the stream. I ended up... That's funny. I can leave the studio without ending the stream. That's good to know for future reference. Okay, this is seriously goodbye, though. Everyone have a great night. Later. Bye, guys.